That technology doesn't replace people. It doesn't, replace culture, right? Then misconception number 3, maybe I'll stop it here. Is that technology will fix everything. Technology is an enabler.
True.
Technology is great, but it won't fix all your sales problem. Why it's important to then understand where your ideal customer is. That is important because it helps you save time.
Yeah.
Save time, save resources.
Welcome to today's episode, where we're going to be diving into one of the most important drivers of business growth, and that is building a successful sales organization. So we have Themba here, who is an expert in sales, and we're going to be in this conversation exploring different strategies, structures, and behaviors that separate high-performing sales teams from the rest. So, Themba, how are you?
Webster, it's nice to have this opportunity to sit with you again. I think the last time we said we explored a topic around selling in this age of competition and how salespeople can stand out,
Yeah.
because we realize that today's sales organizations are one which also need to stand out.
100%.
And I'm looking forward to unpacking this conversation with you today. So I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
let's get straight into it, and let's then go through some of these themes. And let's start with dealing with strategy and foundations.
Okay.
So, according to you, what does a successful sales organization look like? What does that even mean?
Like today?
According to you, yeah. Today.
Okay. A successful sales organization today, Webster, is one which delivers predictable revenue and do so with a clear strategy. We don't want to achieve success by chance. We want to have a process. We want to know how we did it. So I believe that it's not about hitting target once. It's about driving constant growth. But at the same time, it is about putting customers, at the heart of our business, delivering value to our clients. It's an organization which puts forward technology, but understanding that technology doesn't replace people. It doesn't, replace culture, right? But we are big on technology because we want to be innovative. We want to get to customers as quickly as possible. We want to service our customers better. We want to free our people, from their monotonous tasks, moving our people from admin work to get them focused on what really matters. So I really believe that, today's sales organization is one which is really looking for ways to, to stand out, right? Create processes, create systems, forward thinking, right? And putting the investments to really, drive growth repeatedly.
No, that's a very good answer. And I was about to ask, what are the building blocks, that a company needs to get right before they can scale their sales team? But I think you've answered a bit of those with technology and the like. And I think as a follow-up question to that would be, what are some of the biggest misconceptions that companies have about building a sales organization?
Yeah, misconceptions. That's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Misconception number 1, right, is that hiring too many salespeople grows revenue. Right? And I'm talking from experience because I've burnt my fingers as far as this is concerned.
Yeah, you'd think you'd make, more money by hiring more.
Yeah.
salespeople.
Yeah, you think you'll grow revenue by bringing more people, more salespeople to the business. So that's the first misconception, and I really believe that, it's time for organizations to really think through in terms of who they bring into the business. Well, I could also contradict myself and say you could bring more people into the business as long as you bring the right people.
True.
as long as you bring the right people. Do you see what I mean? So for the average business, I think this whole concept of, hiring slow and firing fast is very relevant,
Okay.
right? Especially in the sales space, because the sales environment is a cutthroat environment. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Very rewarding,
Of course.
but it is hard. And when I say hard, I'm not saying impossible. I'm saying it's hard. And when I say hard, I mean it's an environment where one is required to push themselves, to stretch themselves. I was talking to a colleague during the week, and we talked about a scenario where if I put a post out today and I'm hiring for personal assistant, fixed salary, X amount, I'm gonna get 1,000 applications. But if I put a post, if I put a post for salespeople, basic salary plus commission, I'm going to get 2 applications. Well, whether it's 2 or 5, I'm just giving you an example to say the numbers will be way, 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 way too low. And I really think it's because there's two things, there's 2 sides of that scenario. The first is that because sales is hard, people shy away from it. But I'll tell you something, Webster. The people who understand how rewarding it is, those 2 people who send in the application, it's people who understand. As much as you won't pay me 20 grand, 30 grand every month, you'll pay me 15 grand or 10 grand as basic or as whatever. But I've got potential to make $1 million.
100%.
From my selling.
Yeah.
The people who understand that, then they understand what selling is. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know I'm maybe deviating from your question of misconception. I'll get to the second misconception. As I wanted to first clarify this whole getting of the right salespeople right.
Okay.
And even for the people really who are wanting to position themselves for the sales environment, they really need to understand what they're getting themselves into. You're getting yourself into a very tough environment, tough space, tough career, but a very rewarding one. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay, let's go to the second misconception. The second misconception is that selling is a numbers game. I'm sure you've heard this. There is an element of truth to that.
Of course.
It is a numbers game. But what I want to challenge organizations to start doing, start thinking about, is it's not just a numbers game, it's the right numbers game.
Okay. Meaning?
It doesn't end at the numbers. There's a big part of the right numbers. The right people. You can't just be going around talking to everyone. Not everyone is your client.
Agreed.
Not everyone is your customer. And you can't just be going around calling everyone, speaking to everyone, hunting for everyone, prospecting everywhere. You've got to know exactly who you're looking for. So if it ends at selling is a numbers game, you run the risk of just bringing in everyone. You've got a big number, but it's not the right people. You are just burning so much time, resources, effort, and energy and everything.
True.
Selling to the wrong audience. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
So that's a second misconception, Webster, to say selling is a numbers game. Yes, there is an element of that, but you really must make sure that you are talking about the right numbers. So it's not an issue of our pipeline is big or whatever the case may be. Our pipeline is sizable, but the good thing is that it's the right audience. It's people who've got the need, who've got the money, and people who see value from what we're putting in front of them. So you might sell something to me. I don't need it. It can be so fancy, but if I don't need it, I don't need it.
True.
Then misconception number 3, maybe I'll stop it here. Is that technology will fix everything. Technology is an enabler.
True.
Technology is great, but it won't fix all your sales problem.
100%. 100%.
You can have the most fanciest, systems. But if you haven't got the right salespeople, if you haven't got what I've just said now, understanding exactly who our ideal customers are, then the technology doesn't serve you that much. If your culture as an organization, your culture as a sales organization is not one which rewards, high performers, a space where people have a sense of belonging. We want to be here. We believe, we feel at home. We belong here. People, we want to come back here tomorrow. Then the technology doesn't help you, that much.
No, definitely not.
Let me pause it here for now.
No. Makes sense. And I think now that we've spoken about those elements, then this part comes up.
Okay.
How do you then create or define your ideal customer profile, and why is that so important for us to do?
Yeah, 100%. Depending on the type of industry, right? Depending on what you sell, is it retail, commercial? Is it affluent? Is it what type of product? So let's maybe look at this phone. Who is the target audience of this phone? Is it just everyone, based on your understanding?
No, definitely not.
Who would you say is the audience? Who's the target audience of this phone?
According to me.
According to you.
It would mostly be, your entrepreneurs for the most part.
Entrepreneurs, okay.
According to me.
Yeah,
it would mostly be entrepreneurs, but also creatives.
Also creatives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of any age as well.
Okay, so the entrepreneurs who still want to be able to work, who still want to be able to capture nice pictures, nice videos. So this is almost like my office.
In a sense, it can be.
This is my workplace. Not office per se, but my workplace. I can call it. I can do my work. I can get everything. I can get everything done here.
It's debatable. It's debatable, but you can.
No, it's fine. Let's leave the iPhone issue, and I give you the question in terms of why it's important to then understand who your ideal customer is. That is important because it helps you save time.
Yeah.
Save time, save resources, save money, trying to, sell to everyone. But it also helps your salespeople, minimize their frustration because they're not going around trying to sell to everyone. The way in which you can do it, so that's why it's important. The way in which you can do it really is in two ways. The first way is your existing customers. You can already, segment in terms of who is your, who are your current customers that you're currently servicing. And I was having a conversation with a colleague the other day, and I won't mention the bank, but he said that he opened a bank account when he was still a student at varsity.
Nice.
Today, he's an executive.
Okay.
But he left this bank for another bank.
Of course. Because
he felt that along the way, they misunderstood him. They captured him when he was a student, but they didn't grow with him.
I get you.
I'm no longer a student.
I get you.
Right? I'm now an executive. So what do I want as an executive? What type of experience? What type of banking experience do I want as an executive?
Obviously not the same.
For me, it's not just an account where you can just send me money. I withdraw and whatever.
Yeah.
Now I've got more expectations.
Of course.
So if we don't take the time to then understand who our customers are in our business, I'm talking about within our business, the profile of the customer in our business today. If we don't take time to define them, but also take the time to then ask ourselves, what is their expectation? What is the expectation from us? Based on profile. Because then when you do that, you avoid this concept of wanting to treat everyone the same.
True. No. That's definitely true, and that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. And now, with that being said, I think we'll then jump into talent development and hiring for a second.
Okay.
And I'll start by asking, what qualities make a salesperson a high performing salesperson? So, what is a high performing salesperson?
When hiring, the first thing I would say, curiosity before
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Before anything, before your qualification, before what you've done, curiosity. Curiosity, because all salespeople love to learn.
Okay.
You've got to love to learn, and that's where the curiosity comes from. Do you get it?
I do.
And Webster, I can explain what I mean by that, so that we're on the same page. When I say love to learn, I'm talking about learning what's happening around you, learning what's happening, in your market, global impacts, right? Because you've got to understand what shapes how you sell is what happens around you.
No, true.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, true.
So you've got to be curious, because that also will then. I'm gonna now mention the second quality that I would look for, being coachable. So you see now, being curious can now help you to be coachable, because you are open to learning. Do you get what I mean?
No, I get you.
It's the whole concept of I know it all, or there's nothing new I can learn, all these type of things. You must be open-minded. You must ask questions.
Definitely.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you must not just take things as they are. You have to have a curious mind, and that will help you even in times when customers didn't buy from you, because you're gonna start now asking questions. Why didn't they buy? How can I improve the next time I go see them? How can I do better next time I talk to them? Even when they bought, it's still the same thing. Why did they buy? What gave me the advantage? How can I then repeat it? Do you get what I mean?
No.
Then the issue of skill then also is important.
True.
There's people that I've worked with who whenever in sales, but because they were open to learning, today they're the best salespeople.
That makes sense.
The only time you can't be a great salesperson is if you convince yourself that you're not a great salesperson.
No, that's true.
It's if you convince yourself that you can't do this.
True.
Because remember, Webster, I can't force you to do what you don't want to do. You must want to do it.
No, 100%.
Do you get my point?
No, 100%.
You must want to do it, then I can help you. But if you don't want to do it, I can't help you.
No,
It's that concept of pulling a horse or donkey to the water to force it to drink or something. It will just kick you if it doesn't want to drink.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So then, with that being said, then how do you then hire for attitude versus then hiring for experience?
No, I think it's exactly what I've just said now. You've got to look for that. I mean, you can tell whether someone's got the right attitude or not, and this even starts from the language which they use. How they describe themselves, because Webster, success begins from how you define yourself. Your success starts from how you define yourself. And how you see things.
True.
Do you get my point?
100%. It's an inside job.
It's an inside job. A person who chooses to see negatives in in everything. Their attitude is bad. Their training is flawed. The mindset is not right. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, true.
So that's what I was saying to you earlier. It is a tough space, but if you've got the right thinking, the right mindset, you can make it and make it big. Because it calls for one to see a challenge not as a dead end. How do I move past this? And that's why we talk about this whole concept of being coachable. Because sometimes you can't have these answers, without talking to someone, without getting help from someone. You need to be able to ask for help. And most people don't want to ask for help because they don't want to look stupid.
Yeah.
And there's this saying, the person who asks for help looks stupid for a moment, but the person who doesn't ask questions becomes a stupid for life. You become stupid for life because you didn't just ask one question which could help you fix your life, fix something.
No.
Because you didn't want to look stupid.
No. True. Unfortunately, that's reality. But then, how then, when we're looking at, once again, these organizations, how do you then create a culture of continuous learning within?
It starts with the leader. It starts with the leader. That's a very easy one. It starts with the leader. Remember, Webster, leaders make or break organizations.
True.
Are you a good leader, Webster?
I believe so, yes.
Are you a good leader?
Yes.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Yes.
My people tell me so.
Your people tell you. Great. Building a culture of a thriving sales organization starts with the leader. There's leaders today who, and this is a very interesting one, it's not their fault.
Okay.
There are leaders who are not doing a good job, and it's not their fault.
Oh. How?
They just haven't been trained on how to be good leaders.
Okay. From that point of view, yeah.
They just haven't been, they don't know how to be good leaders because no one has showed them this is how to be a good sales leader. I'm not talking about any other type of, I'm talking about a sales leader now.
Yeah.
Because remember how people get promoted to sales leadership in roles, Webster, and organizations, is that I am a high performing salesperson. I'm hitting my numbers. Right? Then my line manager comes to me and say, Themba, you're doing such a good job. I would like now to put you in a position where you lead others. Because you are achieving, it seems to me like you can actually now have a team that you're looking after. But it doesn't work like that. I'm good at managing myself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not good at managing other people. I'm good at driving sales for myself. So how do you now help me move from this individual role to now managing a group of people? That's why I'm saying most of these guys, it's not their fault. They just throw it into the deep end. Do you get my point?
No, I get you.
And they won't make it. 20% will make it, 80% will not make it. They will frustrate their salespeople because they don't know. We talk about this. Companies talk about this concept of psychological safety. They don't have that because these are salespeople. Their mind is on numbers. It's not on how you feel. It's not on am I helping you. When they come to you, they're talking numbers language.
That makes sense.
They even got coaching skills. The assumption is that everyone should be able to coach. It's a skill. Why should someone just be born with it?
No.
It's a skill which you need to nurture, to learn. There's a process, there's a cadence, there's a framework on how to coach. So such leaders, you find that because they haven't been, there wasn't like a proper induction to a sales leadership role. they struggle, they fail, and they frustrate the people, and the people leave, and they say the culture of that organization is bad because it's one or two managers who haven't been trained properly.
Damn.
Are you following?
No, I get
So as part of building up a culture, that I think that's a big component. But also it goes to how you reward high performance, how you reward excellence, and not just wanting to drive numbers. It's all about caring for people.
No, 100%.
Understanding where people are coming from. It was so sad. A couple of years back, I was doing a gig for one insurance company, which I won't mention the name. But as I was dealing with the people there, my manager said to me, when you come to work, leave your problems at the door. I promise you. My manager said, when I come to work, I must leave my problems at the door. And here I must come and perform. But how do you do that? How do you leave your problems at the door?
Yeah, you can't.
How do you leave your problems at the door? Now when I'm going home, I'm going to get them again. Tomorrow when I come, I'm going to leave them there. When I go home, I'm going to take them again. I'm going to wear them. It's like this jacket. Now I'm at the door, I'm taking it off. Tomorrow when I go home, I'm putting it on again. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So such leaders, they are breaking people. They are breaking organizations.
No, definitely.
So a sales leader is one who can, has, empathy, sympathy.
No.
This whole concept of emotional intelligence is a skill. Most people don't have that.
100%.
They don't have that.
And
So you need to be able to balance the two. Yes, it is about the numbers, but you must understand that people thrive in an environment where, they are heard, they feel heard
and seen.
and seen. Thanks for that.
No. That's definitely true. As for leave your problems at the door, that's wild. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. I was just as shocked.
So I mean, let's now dive into a little technical stuff.
Sure.
So let's go into processes. Let's talk systems, execution, and the like.
Okay.
So according to you, what are the most important processes that every sales organization should have in place? What are those processes?
CRM. Right technology, right tools, right systems.
Okay.
I think I'm answering in this fashion because I believe we're at a time where salespeople should be freed from admin work.
Okay.
So salespeople spend so much time on admin work than they spend on selling. So you need to get to a point where you really free their time from that, and that's why CRM comes in, the right technology, tools, come in. But I think I can also add just sales tools and sales resources, playbooks, to help people deal with issues, real life issues. In the selling space, how to deal with an objection guide.
Yeah.
You've got to teach people how to deal with objections,
True.
which some of you guys called rejections.
Yeah.
No,
true.
Remember, salespeople don't know how to deal with objections. Do you know how to deal with objections? Or do they make you angry? Do you get angry when a customer says no?
No, I don't personally.
Okay, but do you feel hurt? Does it bother you?
It used to bother me. Doesn't bother me anymore.
It doesn't bother you. How do you deal with it now?
For me, I then realized that number one, maybe it's not the right time for this particular thing, or maybe they don't see the value, or maybe they're just not my customer. I mean, I rarely get a no because of the way in which we structure our things. But in the past, yeah, it used to bother me.
It used to bother you, yeah.
It used to bother me.
Yeah.
Because it feels like
a personal attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it's not, for the most part.
It's not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
not.
not the right time.
Most of these people don't even know you. Why would they want to attack you?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, you tend to get attached to that answer, to that no.
Yeah.
And then you feel like, I need to change this. I need to. Then you start changing things that I think you don't need to be changing because and I think we covered it in our last chat the other time.
Yeah.
Then you get into price fixing stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to go lower and lower and lower. And how low can you really go? There'll always be someone lower than you.
How low can you really go?
Depending on how you.
That's a good question.
Depending on what your goal is and the like with your company. But yeah, it's
yeah. So that's something also which I believe this organization is to to do. Building this these sales playbooks. Helping your people really understand how to navigate the sales cycle value chain. If I can put it like that.
No, 100%. I mean,
the coaching as well. I think the coaching is also a big component. As much as it's not speaking of systems and everything, but I think it's a big function of what makes a thriving sales organization.
Well, you mentioned playbook about twice. So then the question is, how do you then build a sales playbook, but one that is actually going to be used, one that's actually going to be used, not ignored?
No. It's an easy one. Remember, firstly, it has to be highly customized to your environment, your business, your product, type of customer. But it has to have everything which your salespeople really need. To when they go to market, they can be as practical as possible when interacting with customers, right? But this is something that this is something that when properly applied, it helps solves 80% of the sales challenges. So you've got to also reverse engineer the process to say, what do our people struggle with? What is their biggest challenges?
Actually,
yes.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry, I was going to say, since you're there, then the important part would be then, let's talk about effectiveness, because that's what you're talking about now. So then how do we then have KPIs that matter when it comes to measuring sales effectiveness?
What is the question?
So the question is that what KPIs matter the most when we're talking about measuring sales effectiveness?
Oh, okay. So are you talking about conversion? Are you talking about pipeline, closing, all those type of things?
Yes, because we're talking about effectiveness of salespeople right now. So I thought, like, what are the most important KPIs when it comes to sales?
Yeah, no. That's actually an easy one. That's actually an easy one. I don't know if there's any customer or company which is struggling with that, but I really believe that what you're wanting to measure. Remember how you measure people first. Start from who. So before we set the target, we've helped them understand who to sell to. Right. Then we can get to the numbers.
Right.
Is it clear first of all who you're selling to? Secondly, how easy or difficult is it for you to get access to these people that you're supposed to be selling to? And now this is me playing manager role.
Okay.
So I'll set KPIs for you to say I'm going to measure you on, how many customers you've seen.
Okay.
I'm going to measure you on, out of those customers, how many you've converted.
Okay.
And maybe sometimes conversion is about meetings. Maybe I'm going to measure you on meetings. I'm going to measure you on closing. How many of the clients? So you've seen this number of clients. How many of those did you close? But the interesting part then becomes, Webster, I'm going to also help you to solve for those clients that you didn't close. So you sat with X number of clients, let's say 10, and you only managed to get 1. And maybe our sales ratio is 10:4. Or is to 3, or is to 5, or is whatever ratio. So every 10 clients we see, we're expecting to actually get some airtime from 7. We're expecting to then walk away with 4. We're expecting 4 to commit. So we've got a ratio, But it also depends on what you're selling. But I'm just giving you like the practicalities.
100%.
You know, in terms of how then we get to the issue of KPIs. Because you don't just wake up in the morning and say, I'm setting these KPIs for you.
Yeah, no, true.
It must be based on science. We're not just thumb-sucking a number and say, I'm expecting this from you. Based on what? Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I
So
get
it must be based on those variables, and I'm clear in terms of type of audience, size of the opportunity. Then we can then start talking number of clients you're sitting with, number of meetings you get. We then get to the closing. Then we can also then start unpacking in terms of when you didn't close, what were the issues? But for some organizations, will then maybe then start introducing concepts such around retention and servicing, if that's the function which maybe which is a hat. If it's a hat that I'm also wearing, I'm gonna maybe measure you also on retention of these clients.
Okay. No, I get you. So then now with that being said, let's dive a little bit deeper now into tools.
Okay.
Tools, data, technology.
Yeah.
Which we spoke about a little bit earlier on as well.
Yeah.
We touched on technology. Let's touch a little bit on the CRM because you answered a little bit. So, but then how important is CRM discipline, and how do you enforce it today?
CRM discipline. Let's start it from a perspective of CRM hygiene, right? Because when I talk hygiene, I'm talking quality of people, quality of customers who are within the CRM.
Okay.
And I'm talking data quality.
Okay.
Right? Let us first get our data right about the customer, about our customers.
Okay.
We've got to ensure data integrity, quality, proper governance of the customer data,
Of course.
which sits on the CRM.
100%.
The importance of the discipline is that that helps you stay in touch. It helps you service your customers better. It helps you get in touch to customers at the right times, but also enhances the various touch points depending on where the client is. Because then you can start farming. You can start farming that data to understand exactly, what are the different touch points. Am I supposed to be enhancing as far as dealing with this customer is concerned?
100%.
Do you get my point? Let me give you another reason why that is important. The discipline is very important, Webster. It's because now this unlocks for opportunities around upselling. Because now we can start identifying what our customers have with us, what they don't have with us.
True.
And from a product basket, you can start identifying areas where you're sleeping on the job. You've got X number of solutions product in your business. Your customers only have one with you. Where are they getting the 7 from?
No, true.
Why are they not getting why are they not getting these products from you as well? And I mean, I understand. One reason could be that maybe the extent into which one product is customized is not necessarily an ideal client for that specific product. They're an ideal client for one solution, but not the other. So someone can come and answer it like that.
Yeah, true.
But chances are 80% of the time, 90% of the time, that customer who doesn't have the product that you've got a customer on one product, they don't have the other products, they get these products elsewhere. 90% of the time, the same product which you have is exactly the products which they're getting from the other client. Maybe what's different could be the experience.
No, that's true.
It could be the experience.
No, that's definitely true.
So your CRM actually helps you mine. It helps you mine the data. It helps you understand where your customers are. It helps you enhance engagement. Engagement, which then translates to experience.
No, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. So even with that being said, because I mean, within that one answer that you've given me, you've already answered the discipline side of things, but also you've answered how do you then use that data to coach and improve performance and make better sales
Yes,
decisions.
100%.
You've already
100%.
answered that in there as well. So then, I guess logically, since we are in this AI bubble right now, then the question would be, how do you then see AI and automation specifically influencing sales teams in the next decade?
Pipeline forecasting. Better pipeline forecasting. Because AI can show exactly if we are going to hit the wall.
Nice and simple.
It'll tell you on time.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if you want me to unpack this, but for me, it's as easy as that.
No.
It's as easy as that.
No. You know what? As simple of an answer as that is, it's the best one.
100%.
It's the best one. So now let's dive into culture and leadership for a moment.
Yeah.
What does a great sales leadership even look like? You've touched on a little bit about it earlier on when you were talking about the person who, was doing very well and then they wanted to promote that person. And we spoke about what sales leadership doesn't look like. But now let's dive into what it actually looks like.
Yeah. Ability to coach.
Okay.
I believe that's the biggest one.
Yes.
This whole, I think I touched on this whole concept of, psychological safety earlier. And I think sales managers they've got to make that space possible. They've got to create that space where people feel we are safe here. And let me tell you why that is important. Because when people feel like that, most of the time, then they want to perform. Because you've helped them understand exactly why they want to perform, and you're not using like a very hard stick to get them to perform. You are using motivation, you are using inspiration, you are using education, you are using coaching to get them to perform. So I believe that another key quality would be big on sales education, understanding sales. The challenge is that you get a sales manager, sales executives who then get to a point where they don't see themselves as salespeople anymore.
Yeah. No. True. And with that, I'm even gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
Because we have done our job today.
Okay.
When it comes to this conversation.
Okay.
We spoke about foundations. We spoke about strategy.
Yeah.
We touched on talent development, hiring.
I just wish the next time we sit together, maybe we can unpack more on this topic on sales management. What makes successful sales managers? I feel like you didn't do me justice there.
No, I didn't.
Because I was still getting into my element.
I know, but time. So
Cool.
we'll next time we'll dive into the leadership side of things, as you were saying, the management side.
Yeah.
And we still have customer engagement and there's a lot that we'll still unpack.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for
Webster.
coming through and educating everybody on these very important aspects that we spoke about when it comes to building a thriving sales organization.
Awesome.
Until next time.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Cheers.